Hi everyone, this is Kimberly from Kimberly's Fabric Stash, and today we're going to go over how to set up our Elna Expressive 900 embroidery machine and get it set for embroidery and read a flash stick that we've downloaded a design onto. So if you are new to Elna or have an Elna Expressive 900 and you're not quite sure how to do this, we're going to go ahead and help you get started. So before we do, make sure you like and subscribe. We're looking to get 1,000 likes on our page so that YouTube will monetize us so we can bring you more great content and help you and your embroidery machine and all your sewing and quilting needs. So go ahead and do that and we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks so much. All right, so what we have here is our Elna Expressive 900 combination embroidery and sewing machine. And what we're going to do is show you how to take and switch over from the sewing machine side to the embroidery machine side. On the back side, back here, there is a lever, and you would push down on that to open the arm of the embroidery machine. You'll want to make sure that nothing is in the way of the arm when it opens and that it's not going to bang against a wall. You also want to make sure that this area here that I'm going to turn here, this area here, which is part of the embroidery unit, that's going to slide out as soon as we hit this button. And you want to make sure that, again, it's not going to hit against a wall. So we're going to go ahead and show you which button to hit. And that would be this one down here. There, it's showing that it's either sewing or embroidery. So I'm going to hit that button. And then at that point, it's going to ask me or tell me that it's going to switch to embroidery mode and that the carriage is now going to move to set in position. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And you can hear that the arm is moving and that the left-hand side hoop is now further out than what it was when we started this video. So that's all good and ready to go. Now we're going to work off of a flash stick, and in a previous video we had gone over how to download a file from a website to our flash stick, and at this point we've put the flash stick into the machine and now we're going to access that file. So in order to do that, I'm going to hit my open file button. And if you notice at the top, there are 3 different options here. There's the actual, if I hit that button, that is the files that would be stored on the embroidery machine itself. It will hold up to 4 megabytes of embroidery information. And then we have our flash stick number 1. So that is going to access the flash stick that is in the first port down here on the side of the machine. And then flash stick number 2, if I had one inserted, would also then come up. And you obviously see that I have an error message saying that there is not a flash stick in port number 2 right now. So I'm going to hit X on that. And typically you don't want to just leave your flash sticks stuck into the machine. You run the risk of bumping them and therefore they could possibly break. And I can't imagine what the repair cost would be to get bits of a flash drive out of the port on the side of the machine. So just be a good steward of that flash stick, and once you're done with it, pull it out. So at this point, I'm in port number 1, so I'm going to hit that. And then all the embroidery files are under EMBF. And then now it's thinking. Now, depending on how long or how many files you have on your flash stick, this could take quite a while. Some flash sticks have 30, 40, 50 designs on them, and the machine needs to be able to read all that information. If there are too many files on the flash stick, the machine will not read them, and I believe that there's an error message that will come up, or it will just sit there forever and not load any of them. I always tell people to put on a fair amount of designs, but keep in mind that at some point you're going to reach the max that the machine is able to read off the flash stick. So if you have a 1 gigabyte flash stick, that doesn't mean anything to this sewing machine. The machine can only read up to, I think it's 4 megabytes or something to that matter. The point being is don't overload your flash stick. So now I'm going to go through, and you can see that it populated all the different designs. If I hit this button here, it will take it down to a smaller shot of, or actually a larger shot of less designs, but I can clearly get an indication of what is on my flash stick depending. So I'm going to take it back to the larger grid. And if I was going to trash a design, I would select it and hit the trash can button there, but I can do that easily enough on my computer if I want to take designs and trash them or move them into other files. So at this point, in order to go through the different screens, because this is not all the files, I'm only just seeing a snapshot, I'm going to hit this button here, and again, the machine's going to take a second to read, and it's going to, as I keep pushing that button, read through all the different files. Now, that screen only showed a few, but that doesn't mean that I'm done. There are more files, and I think they're classified depending on the size that they are. So as you scroll through the pages, you're going to get the different designs, and there we are, we're back to page 1. So that's basically how we read the designs on the flash stick. And then at that point, if I was to choose the one I want, I'm going to hit that button, and then we're going to get into the phase where we can actually start editing that design on the machine and preparing it to go onto a hoop. So that's how we access the embroidery side and have the flash stick upload to the embroidery machine.